you or to diss you or
I
to
can't
act.
be played. A person trying to play me plays themselves.
Hi, I am the Sign of the Times album.
And I am Love Sexy album. And together we are
The artist formerly known as Prince, aka
Prince Rogers Nelson.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to Fat Fach. My name is Liam Barreto.
I'm Samil Ganges.
And we're once again here to share with you food.
Today in food is from
Left Bank Burger. Shout out to the McNair Academic Alumni. Y'all own this.
Do they?
Yeah.
Nice.
They went to school with my
Downtown
sister.
Jersey City.
On
Jersey Avenue.
Jersey
and
Newark. Jersey and Newark. Okay.
So,
Fries are a little soggy if you get some milk, brought them an hour later. So
things happen.
they do. So,
First, I just need to give a big cry to the anniversary of my favorite artist's death, Prince. This one says "Girl, bye," but I just want to say TMZ, bye.
yes.
Fuck you, TMZ.
Yeah, fuck
What's
TMZ,
his name?
bye.
Jeffrey? The lawyer?
Harvey.
I'm a lawyer. That motherfucker. And they
Shout out to, what's her name?
Who?
Kathy D? Is that her name?
Anyway, so they released these fucking videos
Paisley Park.
at Paisley Park where Prince died. Basically, they've released a video and footage of his death
On the anniversary of his death.
the week of the anniversary of his death, and they blurred out his body. Tears.
And really, we just...
Tears.
That is Samil's favorite artist. And one of my favorite artists as well. And it just speaks to the lack of respect for the legacy of black artists in general.
Always.
There's always going to be someone to try to tarnish the legacy of somebody's work. It happened to Whitney, it happened with Michael. But when it's a white artist, or a white artist in any capacity, it's always seen as a tragedy. But when it's a black artist, for whatever reason, it's seen as entertainment. And as if they almost deserve it.
The one thing I will say is...
And fuck you, Sinead O'Connor. Number one, because I'm Catholic. Number two, because you were a liar. I mean, maybe you're not. You're schizophrenic, so bless. But fuck you anyway.
I mean, she's a lot of things. But...
Oh, no, wait. No, fuck you, Sinead O'Connor. I like you, but damn. Oh, well.
He already said it. There was a celebration performance at Paisley Park this weekend.
There was, indeed.
Sheila E. was there, all the New Power Generation, The Revolution, and his ex-wife. Sorry I missed it. Again, next year I'll be making my pilgrimage.
Was Maite there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Samil won't take this class with Maite in New York. It's a shame. But we love you, Prince. We love you, Prince. It's been 2 years, but since you're a Jehovah's Witness, we don't have to say death. You've transitioned.
You have.
Mm-hmm. Prince loved God, so that's all I got. And Sinead O'Connor, don't be telling stories about Prince that you don't need to tell. Bye, thanks.
Okay.
Your biggest hit was from Prince. Just
True.
saying.
Very true.
Your biggest hit.
And now they re-released that and you can buy it.
Oh, by the way, yeah, they released the original demo of him recording it live at Paisley Park.
Exactly. Look
And
at
it's
this.
everything.
Black bean.
Mine is beef because I ordered it rare.
But we both have the Ghostface Killer Burger.
Yeah, shout out to the Ghostface Killer Burger. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Once again, shout out to Miss Beyonce Knowles, who once again killed it at Coachella, aka Beachella. Different costumes.
Different costumes.
Dope.
I like the pink.
I actually think that the costumes were better this time.
Really? I like the yellow better.
I mean, I like the theme of the yellow, but I heard that, not that she didn't sound amazing last week, that she sounded better this week. The costume stayed on more this week.
The hair was better.
The hair was really
It was
good.
out of her face.
The crown was good. I really like the color pink. You can tell. And yeah, shout out to UB. We love you. Where's the album? And do we have to bring Jay-Z on tour? We love you, Jay, but do we really have to?
Yes.
I
I love you, Jay.
just want to sit there on the anniversary of Lemonade and just watch him talk about how he cheated on her in front of her. But I mean, I guess they worked through it already. Speaking of Coachella, Samil brought up SZA earlier today. Samil, what are your thoughts? A fellow Jersey girl.
She is a fellow Jersey girl. She's from Maplewood, Essex County. And
Hudson
Well, she's from Essex.
I know. Go
We're talking
on.
about her right now.
Go on.
People weren't really pleased with her performance. I mean, what do you think? I think that SZA likes a good fucking party, and I think she was back there smoking the herbs. She was drinking, maybe popping some Molly. Who fucking knows, all right? And then when she stepped on the stage, her voice forgotten her.
Forgotten her?
It forgotten her.
I just think that, shit, have a backing track or something.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, like, we know you can't really sing like well live, sis, so it's okay. We like
She was pretty good on Saturday Night Live.
in a controlled setting.
Mm-hmm.
With in-ear monitors and, you know. God bless the
My
record.
niece, I'm sorry to cut him off, but my niece said she was really good last year at Afropunk in Brooklyn.
I'm sure, but the kids' standards these days are not as high as our standards.
I agree.
We had like the Mariahs and the Whitneys and even the Paula Coles was coming to Jersey City.
Came and went.
The bitch came already?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Right.
Well, she's not a bitch, but you know what I mean. Wow. We just had higher standards for female singer-songwriters in our day.
But I'm still hopeful for SZA.
I'm proud of her because she's from Jersey and somebody made it out.
And also, like, you know, Jay-Z didn't originally want to sign her.
Wow.
So.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well,
He didn't believe in her.
we like you very much. We enjoy you. And on to a different subject. Vivica A. Fox.
Oh, my God. Yo,
Going on this world tour to tell everybody how much she loves 50 Cent.
Vivica Fox is still stuck on the dick that could have been. On the dick that once was. On the big dick that most women in the industry probably have had. Vivica, who now she's a woman of a certain age right now. And 50 Cent always has been younger than her. And she's still out here talking about them and their relationship. So now she's written a book. And the big part of the book is like her and 50 Cent's love and their sex and this, that, and
By the way,
third.
she spent like a whole year or two bashing him on social media before this.
All this says, and everyone,
Dysfunction!
it just says that the dick was really good, the sex was really good, and she can't get over it.
Or
has
she
not
needs
had
to sell books.
good sex since.
She just needs to sell books. Be blessed, dear.
I don't know.
I like Kenya Moore. So.
She need to do a fucking movie.
Oh, speaking of, I just mentioned Kenya Moore, The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
How was it? You know I don't partake.
I usually don't, but I watched the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Zolciak is just the worst.
Trash.
She has just said, bloop. She has just said that racism does not exist.
What did Nene say about her? She said, trash box.
Close your legs to married men.
Mm-hmm.
I said what I said.
I said what I said. Trash box.
Kim Zolciak's poor ass, I guess, was on there trying to say that don't be tardy for the party. Shout out to Candy, we love you, girl. She tried to say that racism isn't real.
Ooh.
And how dare Andy Cohen let these 5 black women attack this one poor little white woman on TV because she's so positive and she's just, not fucking lying every 5 minutes on television. Letting her daughter talk about sucking dick for tickets for things. My God, it's disturbing. It's dysfunctional. Like
What Andy said?
Andy was just sitting there letting her dig her own grave. But she said, Andy, no one had anything positive to say about me. And he goes, well, you didn't really do anything positive on the show. So I would gather they wouldn't have anything nice to say about your ass.
What's she doing this season now?
Nothing, just stirring up the pot, saying that Nene had bugs in her house. And then she didn't understand why Nene thought it was racist because, as people of color, people who grew up with a lot of family members and friends who lived in the projects, being in the projects, you got roaches in your house. You do.
I'm laughing.
It's not funny, but it's funny. So, she intimated her and her daughter, her 21-year-old daughter, filmed Nene's bathroom, talking about, there's a roach in here, and they're dirty. And then they don't ever see how what they do is racist, like how they used to refer to Sweetie as their slave.
But is that racist, though?
I feel like it could be taken that way. Because here's a woman on the come up, a rich black woman, and she has to...
well, she's been very rich.
Very rich.
For a long time.
Veneers. you know, it just kind of, Kim takes those subtle digs, and they're just not right, and she ain't right in the soul. As for her crying,
Crying about what?
everybody was attacking me, Andy. No one was, Sheree, you didn't support me. Well, both of you bitches is whack, and you were both caught in lies on television. So, I mean, both
You
of you.
both got fucked up noses.
Either way, you know that it's fucked up if Kenya Moore wins an argument over you.
Oh, okay. You know I don't like her. So
I like
what she
Kenya.
said? What she said?
No, she just said, Kim, I just think it's funny that, I don't know. I don't know, it's hard. Kenya had a really good read today.
Yeah.
She was just like, tell your plastic surgeon to fix your double chin. And then they caught her looking like this. It is gross how she said that she wanted her daughter to suck dick for John Legend tickets. And John Legend agreed. He said,
What?
my music is not worth that. Offering your daughter services like that. Yeah, you did. Oh, I guess you didn't watch the season. It's crazy. Either way, please just take her off television.
Yes.
She is really problematic. I mean, the whole show is problematic, but it's highly entertaining.
But I feel like she needs to be on television because her husband doesn't like play football for her.
No, that's what Kenya said. That your husband don't have a job and he's your makeup artist, your wig comber, and he really was just her only entourage for this reunion. So
Your makeup artist and wig comber.
yeah.
She can't get one of the babies to do it.
And then she said that her babies were Bebe's kids, and she wouldn't want to have them kids because they just like her, and she'll leave it at that. It's a little low blow to go for the kids, but her kids is low blowing. All them grown ass women on them television shows.
What?
After Candy and Nene babysitted both of their asses.
I just remember when I used to watch it, like she had that little boy Cash. He was really cute.
I'm sure the children are beautiful. It's just that her show was boring. She's boring. She needed that show to be relevant. I'm take some of her onion rings.
What? My last
Only
one.
because there's batter on it. Okay, so yeah, bye Atlanta Housewives. I like New York better because they don't hate each other like y'all hate each
I
other.
love New York.
I'm Dorinda.
I'm Ramona.
Okay.
Or Sonia.
No, be Ramona. I don't like Sonia.
I like Sonia. She always shows her ass. Like literally.
Okay. Can we talk about Jessie J being on a Chinese singing show? She just won this week.
No, she's not.
Singing I Will Always Love You by Miss Whitney Houston. She's been on it for
Who
weeks.
is she competing against?
International singers.
What do they win?
There was a dope singer from my country, from the Philippines, for the Browns.
Well, who the fuck was representing the USA?
I don't know. Somebody whacked. They clearly didn't make it past the. I don't know.
What is the prize?
I don't even know. All I know is that 2 billion people watch it because there's 2 billion people in China. There is, isn't there? I ain't trying to be funny. I have Chinese blood in me. Come on now. Probably have more black blood, but it's okay. My great grandfather was full-blooded Chinese.
Okay, so he can speak on it.
So Peng Cheng Na. I don't know. Please, oh my God, I'm not racist. Can't be racist. We're brown, so just ignorant.
Put it in the comments below.
Every Filipino I know be imitating Chinese people's accents, but whatever.
Every Filipino I know is skittish, but
Not just Filipino. Grounded and rooted in thee. So yeah, Jessie J won that competition. Shout out to you for saying, fuck it, I'm gonna go in there and get some more exposure.
and she sung I Will Always Love You.
That was her last song that she was saying to win the competition.
What else did she sing?
I Have Nothing, My Heart Will Go On, Purple Rain.
So none of her songs.
One of her songs, Domino. It's basically like a karaoke singing competition. Like American Idol, but in China.
I don't get it.
I don't get it, but you know
Like,
what?
is she hurting for money? Or?
I think it's because the major record labels ain't trying to drop her record. So she's like, you know what? I need to
Yeah,
get
why do you
exposure.
think that?
I think that the last record wasn't as dope. It was overproduced. It wasn't her. And so they're trying. I don't know. They've always held back her music. Her first record, they held back. Second record only came out in London. Third record came out and it wasn't as strong as the first two because she wrote on the first two. And this latest one is like an R&B record. So then it's like hard to market a white girl doing R&B. Because she's not doing like fake R&B like Ariana Grande. Shout out to your horrible single. Mariah Forever. I don't insult artists, but whisperers and mumblers, yes. And she don't believe in Jesus, so bye. And so, yeah, it's hard to market Jessie J because she does like real R&B. Or she wants to at least. So shout out to you for winning The Singer in China.
That's what's called The Singer?
I think so. Go look on her Instagram. It's all on there.
That's deep.
She
Alright.
said she's been wanting to sing I Will Always Love You since she was 4. So same.
Sure, she has.
She said
sung
she
it many times.
no. She said this is the first time she sang it. She felt like she earned it. And Whitney's her favorite, and Whitney's my favorite, and because I have to insert it everywhere, July 8th or 6th, the Whitney Houston film.
Well, July 8th is my birthday.
Well, so maybe it's called Synchronicity. Whitney's film, done by the estate, even though we don't like the estate, done by the estate, is gonna come out, a documentary about Whitney Houston. Yeah.
A documentary?
A documentary.
So we ain't got no like whack actresses playing her.
No, please, just don't. Like, let it.
Who was it on Lights on Yaya DaCosta?
Yaya DaCosta, who we love from America's Top Model.
She alright.
And honestly, I believe that Lifetime movie contributed to the death of Bobby Christina. Because Bobby Christina did not like that film and the way that her parents were portrayed, especially her mother.
Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
Since you said America's Next Top Model, was Eva on this season of Real Housewives?
She was on this season of Real Housewives.
Was she there at the reunion?
She was at the reunion about to have the baby.
What?
Oh, there's a whole big drama with her. We can talk about it later when we talk about Wendy.
Okay.
There's some shit going down with her ex-husband.
How the burgers go?
Huh? The burgers are really good. Okay, so Whitney's film is coming out. We love you, Nippy. We love you, Jersey girl. Essex County, too.
Yeah, true.
And yeah. Janelle Monáe is dropping a project out called Dirty Computer. She dropped a couple of provocative singles, one of which is called Pink, where everybody is dressed like a vagina.
Yes, and very Prince inspired, I would say. Also,
Well, this past weekend she's been posting mad pictures of her and Prince and her were very close.
yes. So Janelle's a lesbian.
No,
She's a lesbian.
so say people. She has never come out and said it herself.
Mm.
And her friends have said that she's not.
Queen Latifah never said that she was
Yeah,
either.
but Queen Latifah looks and sounds
Like a woman.
like a woman who likes women. Janelle is just playing the game.
And what game is that?
That androgynous. I mean, if you're gonna...
What? So you saying that she's playing a Grace Jones?
Yeah, Grace Jones, even a Prince. Taking the masculine and the feminine.
I don't know.
I don't know, either way, we love you. Her tour, she just announced her tour today. Today, what is today? The 22nd? 23rd?
Today's the 23rd.
23rd.
Who else is going on tour is Miss Janet Jackson. She announced it today, and I think
Justice for Janet. You can buy her tickets today. I went to see her. I went to see her at Prudential Center.
It was good.
It was amazing.
I gotta see her. I've never seen Janet.
That was my first time seeing Janet too. Amazing. Justice for Janet. There was a white man who used his privilege in order to further his career while tarnishing hers.
Who is that?
We won't even mention their name. Man of the Woods.
Bye, bye, bye.
Girl by girl. Bloop. But you have some great records, whoever you are, white man. Great records. And if you weren't such a douchebag about her not performing at the Super Bowl, maybe we'd say your name, but those of you who don't care about, we don't
The
say your
last
name.
album ain't do shit anyway.
Well, it was his version of Lemonade, and
Ain't no version of Lemonade.
every story of every white man has been told in every facet possible. We don't need to hear another one.
What was his message?
Who the hell knows? I didn't listen to it.
Oh.
I'm not even gonna lie and sit here and tell you I listened to it. I listened to the first single, which I kind of liked. It was a bop, but
It was about.
it was a bop. Kanye West is coming out with 2 albums in June,
Okay.
and
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited, and I don't know how to feel because I feel like he's married to a very problematic person. But take the art and separate it from the artist, and his art's probably gonna be amazing. He's been tweeting up a storm on Twitter.
Has he?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's so quiet in the presence of him.
You know, Get Out, the movie, is actually based on...
The Kardashians.
Shout out to Chloe, who finally got her black baby.
Yep. She had a little baby now.
It's in style, so...
What's the baby's name? True?
Yeah, because nobody tells the truth at that house.
Ooh.
It is named after her grandfather, though. Her grandfather's named Truth.
Oh,
That's nice. Next.
that's sweet.
Next. Oh, J. Cole dropped the album this weekend. Dope. I think J. Cole's better than Kendrick.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I love Kendrick, but I think J. Cole's better.
On 420 Most Def, or Yasin Bey had a 420 concert in Washington, D.C.
Is he allowed back in America?
He's allowed back in America, and he retired last year. So who knows what the fuck that's about? I'm eating his fries.
Wendy. My Lord, how
How you
long
doing?
have I waited for this day? Words spoken by the immortal Miss Whitney Houston as she proceeded to tell this Jersey girl that I will fuck you up.
Love it.
And this week somebody did fuck her up.
They beat her ass?
They beat her ass on social media. So Wendy had the nerve.
What'd she do?
She had the nerve to talk smack about the legendary Clark sisters.
Say what?
She was congratulating Snoop Dogg on his #1 gospel album, which, by the way, the Clark sisters are featured on 2 original tracks of their own. Not re-recorded, not a feature. They're just them on the track. Mm-hmm. A remix of one of their songs, and just the old record of their old record from their mother called Pure Gold. Who, by the way, their mother had gold records. First gospel artist to have gold records back in the day as a Pentecostal gospel artist.
Okay.
So Wendy said, oh, if I were a gospel artist, I would be upset if I didn't have #1 and Snoop did. Like the Clark sisters, they've been around forever. Oh, step up your game. Ha!
And the internet came for her?
Well, she didn't know that the Clark sisters fans are worse than the Beyonce Beehive. I am a Clark sisters fan. Everybody in hip-hop, R&B, and popular music is inspired by their legendary Clark sisters. That's why we call them the legendary Clark sisters.
And they're still alive.
And they're still singing their asses off. And then you know what? They've never compromised their message. They always talk about Jesus. They never had really a scandal. And they never really talk about anybody. Because you don't have to when you're the best. You can ask Missy Elliott, who was the queen of hip-hop. Faith Evans. Snoop Dogg, clearly. Jay-Z just had the Clark sisters on his record for High Up.
Right.
Which was on their mother's record, the same record as Pure Gold. So, like, Wendy, they're very much relevant. Mm-hmm. And Beyonce basically sings like Karen Clark Sheard. Like the alto version. And their daughter, Karen's daughter, is a major gospel artist right now who has #1 records. So I feel like Wendy was completely out of line, but since the gospel community and the Clark sister community, because that's 2 different things. The church community, the gospel community, then the Clark sisters are fans. They came for her. She invited them on her show. And she did a video with no makeup on.
What'd she say?
She said, "You'll make my day. Ladies, bring your pretty dresses to my dysfunctional show that's problematic. And come sing Jesus Brought the Sunshine."
Oh, shit.
Wendy's problematic, but we watch it anyway. That's going to be a topic for another day. But so, yeah.
What else?
Fuck you very much. Fuck you very much.
Fuck. She's a fuck of a day.
2 people passed away this week.
Okay.
The actor from
Vern Troyer.
Austin Powers.
Okay.
Samuel's obsessed with little people.
One thing you should know about me, the way I feel about midgets and nuns.
Me too, nuns, not midgets.
Like, midgets and nuns are like unicorns to me.
Sacred.
You know, it's like, oh my God, they're
Just
fucking
jalapeno
real.
in this?
I got jalapeno.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, they're like unicorns. Like, oh my God, they exist. There they are. These virgins, these 60-year-old fucking virgins praying to God.
Those are the nuns, honey, not the
Right? And then the midgets. Like, these people that come to their full potential, but never come to their full potential. And I don't know why, but midgets make me really happy.
I'm really sad that he died, though.
I know. Young, too. I think he was pretty young.
Has to be in his 40s or 50s.
Yeah, but I think that their lifespan might be a little,
Skewed.
Yeah, but...
You know there's a Real
Rest in
Housewives of
peace.
Midgets? Doesn't your mother watch that?
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, Little People of Hollywood or some shit like that.
Okay, so also the DJ Avicii died. 28 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's our age.
Yeah, he's our age.
Well, he's closer to my age than hers. Bloop.
Moment of silence for Avicii.
Man, that's sad.
He had that song. Getting older.
With what's this guy's name? What's that guy's name? What's that guy's name?
I'm bad with names, so.
Me too. Aloe Black.
Okay. I don't know.
So shout out to them. I'm very sad for them.
I don't know if we can eat anymore.
Neither do I. I'm full and I have to go to a listening party in a couple of minutes. There was a shooting at the Waffle House. Yet another terroristic white man. Yes, I said terrorist because...
What state was this in?
Girl, I don't even know. See, it's messed up. It's a Waffle House, so you're supposed to be safe at Waffle House.
I mean, could the Fats have anything?
You already took the church, you already took the school, you already took the damn casino, you took the concerts, and now you're coming for the damn Fats? You're coming for the Waffle House? Okay, we're not trying to make light of this, it's not funny. But you gotta make light of it because gun control is important in this country.
Isn't he still on the run or whatever?
All I know, I knew he was using a weapon that's usually used for war to shoot up the Waffle House.
No, I heard that, like, I don't think they called him, did they?
I don't know, there's gonna be another article about how he's troubled and he's lonely and he needs friends and, you know.
Don't we all?
Don't we all? There's gonna be a really important episode of Beyond to Fix My Life this coming Saturday on the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
Philando Castile's fiance will be on.
I was about to watch that.
So, if we want to heal from the gun violence, by the way, Philando Castile was an NRA member and clearly stated he had a gun when he was being shot to death. Just a little tidbit for y'all out there. Just so you know, we're not hateful of the NRA. We'll never be hateful of y'all.
Fuck them.
But y'all didn't come out and support for him, so
Right.
fuck y'all very much. Fuck y'all very much. So yeah, that's really sad. I don't know if there's much we could say. I mean, usually we talk about pop culture, but it has to deal with pop culture. And we do not support weapons of mass destruction.
I don't think so.
And we have to call people what they are.
Terrorists.
He's a terrorist.
These are terrorist acts against your black citizens of America.
Or terrorist acts against American citizens, period. There is no distinction whether or not, when you're an American citizen, you're an American citizen, right? Isn't that what y'all say?
Not in America, but when you go abroad, they look at you like you're just an American.
Exactly. But in America, you just like put into these groups.
You're black American.
You're black American,
Asian
you're
American.
Asian American,
White
Islamic American, Afro-Latino American, Latino American.
Or then you're all American, which is like apple pie.
Just like somebody said, I
blonde
said,
hair, blue eyes.
I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I was at a place where somebody said, I'm glad to be American and born in America. I was just like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, I wasn't born here and I'm an American. I'm as American as the fried rice on Sip Avenue with scallops.
That sounds good.
Ooh, it's a good Chinese restaurant over there on Sip and Romaine. It was just Romaine. No, Sip. Sip right next to the Twin City.
What are you talking about? Neptune?
No, that's by my house when I
Oh.
Gerald Square. Sip Avenue, across the street from Twin City, aka Wind City, because one year the blizzard tore down the T, so nobody wanted to add the T. And they figured it would be just better to call it Wind City for a really long time. Yeah, I didn't know that was a hood when I was growing up. I didn't know.
I'm putting my feet up. Okay, maybe I should.
You shouldn't. It's not a good angle. Okay, speaking of. Serena Williams is coming out with a documentary May 6th, which is, I don't mean to put a knife at y'all. Here I'm talking about terrorists and shit. She's coming out with a documentary chronicling her pregnancy.
With Olympia.
With Olympia Ohanian.
Ohanian?
Yeah, Olympia Ohanian. Alexandra Jr. That's her husband's last name.
Ohanian?
Ohanian, yeah.
What is it?
I think he's Armenian.
Cool.
Either way, they're very rich and they're very in love. And their wedding looked really good. I think hopefully it'll be documented on the series. Serena's trying to bring to light, aside from being an athlete trying to chase history, being the greatest of all time, male or female, athlete in general. She's trying to bring to the forefront the struggles that African American women have when being pregnant and having babies. And how she almost died after complications from having her C-section because she has a history of pulmonary embolism. And she was telling them that they need to put her on heparin and they need to do this and they need to do that. And nobody believed her. And lo and behold, she had blood clots and she had a hematoma because she had a C-section. And it's amazing actually that she can still serve because she was cut from rooter to tutor and just
Right.
like a baby. And Samil can speak on that because she's a black woman who had
A C-section.
a C-section and was forced to have a C-section.
Forced to have a C-section and just how they treat you when you're
It's just,
black. and
yeah,
pregnant.
that's what Serena said. She said that the statistics for mortality, infant mortality and the mortality of women when they give birth the mortality rate is much higher. For white women, they stay alive, and black women usually die in this situation. So shout out to Serena for bringing that to the forefront, which is amazing.
That's dope.
And before we give our local Fach and talk about our localness and fashion, Mariah Carey came out last week and said she is bipolar.
I'm not laughing.
Bipolar 2, there's a difference. There's bipolar 1 and there's bipolar 2. Which
I
means
mean, did she have to come out and say it?
what I'm about to say in like a few minutes might make more sense, but
Well, good for her.
it makes a lot of sense. I'm glad that she said it because it takes away the stigma a little bit because here she is, this huge superstar, and it makes y'all shut the fuck up and not talk about her no more. It's just,
Does it?
I mean,
But wait a second, Liam. Does it really? Because even when black people say they got fucking mental health problems,
that's true.
they still don't give us the time of day.
You're right, because Mariah's still black at the end of the day.
She's still a woman of color. Remember that first album with that one strategic hair over their nose,
Yeah.
honey?
Yes, because they want to make sure that you didn't get to see that, you know, she was giving you,
Her daddy's nose.
yes. But shout out to you, Mariah, for bringing awareness. Because I think that mental health issues have been so taboo in general. And I think that a lot of our generation is doing a lot to, to dismantle that notion. But someone of Mariah Carey's stature saying that she does have bipolar 2 will help other people talk about it. But in our theme of fuck you TMZ for exposing Prince's dead body and his home, fuck you TMZ for continuing to put out stories about Mariah Carey because her former manager is giving you these stories. Stella, whatever, trash.
What she do?
She is over here saying that she's trying to sue Mariah for illegal termination of contract and sexual harassment because Mariah walked around her naked all the time. Meanwhile, she had her like 12-year-old and her 14-year-old. Her 12-year-old was in charge of Mariah Carey's social media. Yeah. That's why
What?
Mariah Carey's career for the last 2 years has been going on a downward slope because she had this crazy woman working for her. And finally now she's hired a team.
But it's like, why would you even talk about, okay, Mariah Carey walked around you naked? Are you not in her fucking house? That's number fucking one.
Exactly. And then
Number two, when the bitch was on fucking crib, she got in the goddamn bubble bath.
it's just who the hell she is. And plus, here and then, and she had a bikini in that bubble bath. Anyway. Mariah was basically paying for the building of her mansion, and now that Mariah's fired her, she has no more money. So now she's known as Stella Stoller, which is not the name that she was using, which was some Russian name. And she's really good friends with none other than Harvey from TMZ. So of course,
I'm a lawyer.
every story that's leaked in the last couple of months, in the last couple of years, including that New Year's Eve special, I feel like Stella sabotaged Mariah in order to get attention from Mariah in the most hideous way possible.
I think that, I don't know.
Mariah's a legend.
Mariah's gonna sue her.
Mariah is probably going to counter, so I hope Mariah fights back. Mariah is a legend. Mariah is a genius. I'm not out here for y'all ever slandering Mariah Carey. Ariana Grande will never be Mariah Carey, despite the archetype they have tried to use.
Ariana Grande is Ariana Grande. Mariah Carey
Carey is Mariah Carey. But what we're not going to do is say that Ariana is better than Mariah because she sang Emotions in her living room on a YouTube video. Okay, it was mixed and mastered, but still. Mariah Carey is legendary. There wouldn't be an Ariana Grande or a Jessie J or a Demi Lovato or all these other white women singing black people's music without a half black, half white woman coming out in the 90s.
I agree with that.
I'm
If
just
it
saying.
wasn't for Mariah Carey coming out and being the talent that she is,
Ariana
They
Grande
would've
wouldn't
never
be able to
even
do R&B
checked for
music.
that.
Exactly. So, shout out to you, Mariah. We love you, and we're family.
we do really, really love you.
We really love you. And we love it when you lip sing. We love it when you sing with the track. We love it when you have a new track that you're singing with. We love it when you sing it live. We love it when you're going crazy. We love it when your costume's falling out of your tits.
We loved her TRL meltdown that now makes sense.
It makes sense. That's when she was diagnosed with bipolarism. Around that time.
Also, a lot of people could they could develop bipolar later in life because of some type of trauma.
Well, she had a real
and
rough
all
childhood.
that shit with just her ex-husband. Like
Well,
she
yeah.
cried on the beach on her wedding day.
Yeah, because that was the first man she ever had sex with.
And
It was Tommy Mottola. Which speaks to, I hope the Me Too movement goes into the music industry so we get to really find out what the hell y'all do.
yeah,
Shout out to Beyonce who overcame that because she had her daddy protecting her.
True.
Yeah. It's
Even
deep.
though he was fucking everybody around her.
Yeah. Well, thank God he wasn't fucking her. So that's.
Thank God.
Thank you, Jesus. Just because Mama Tina was around.
But also Mariah is like the first one that gave us that like female falsetto, so to speak.
Well, that whispery thing that I love.
The thing, like she was the first one to really go like da da hee da.
Yep. Mariah, the Butterfly album.
La 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 la.
And then give you full on belts.
Right.
And then.
Right.
I can't do that.
Because Whitney was just like chest everywhere.
Whitney was just like, I'm just going to out sing you from the bottom of your toes. To
It was always mixed, always chest.
But Mariah was giving you texture. Because her mid-range, her belt wasn't as strong as Whitney's, so she had to give you something else.
But just to think about it, it was just so sick and like so.
And the runs, there wouldn't be people who running around riffing in popular music. Because Whitney was riffing, but not like Mariah. Mariah was giving you like...
She was a riffologist.
Like, it was like every other note. It was like, remember when Beyonce did Emotions? With Destiny's Child, and she just started over and done, all that. And Mariah was doing that with you're loving me, a part of me, I'm part of you, definitely, understand me. Even the melodies are real. Ooh, darling, 'cause you'll always be my baby.
True.
Everywhere. The only one where she didn't riff on was We Belong Together.
True.
Well, anyway.
And like Hero, not like.
Yeah, because
not
that
like
was
Crazy.
originally written for Gloria Estefan.
Really?
Yeah, for a movie called Hero. And they ended up not using it.
Wow.
Yeah. Things only a Mariah fan knows.
Deep.
It's deep, right? And then Walter Afanasieff said to her, because she, by the way, Mariah Carey is a songwriter, but you gotta keep this shit for yourself. You gotta keep this song for yourself. And yeah, shout out to you, Mariah. We love you. Everything about you. And in the words of Aretha Franklin, I wish you all the best. Or was that Kim Burrell?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
So
quiet today.
Samir has a story to tell you
I do.
about Desmond.
And local Fox, if you give a fuck.
Desmond is Samira's baby daddy, her boyfriend.
In Jersey City, my boyfriend was leaving his job, waiting at the PATH train at Grove Street with his money out and his cell phone in his hand, about to get on the train with some guy, ran up on him, and took the fucking money and the cell phone. And even though Desmond got a little bit of this right here, he chased him down, grabbed the dude by the shoulder, pushed him down, and took his money back. Desmond said the guy kind of balled up in the fetal position. Desmond felt really sorry for him, so that's why he didn't like beat his ass. He said the guy just looked dirty and like he was homeless or on drugs or something like that. But he was like, I still needed my money because I had to get home.
What a compassionate person.
He is. If anyone knows Desmond, he is the nicest. I just want to talk about how like Jersey City really needs to. I know we talk a lot about the gentrification and this whole Jersey City Make It Yours movement, which has pushed a lot of us out. But also need to talk about this growing drug problem that we're having. A lot of people.
And it's not in the hood.
Right.
The drug problem.
It's downtown Jersey City where all the rich people are.
Because all y'all doing coke.
And heroin. I think heroin's a big problem downtown Jersey City. I think it always has been, but I think it's like a younger, newer generation down there now.
These are not the people from originally from Jersey City doing this coke and heroin.
And there's a lot of people that worked at restaurants downtown lost their lives in the past couple of years of ODs.
And you know what really speaks to the level of dysfunction that we have in this country where we cannot function without a drug? Liquor, drugs, anything.
I love marijuana, so.
I mean, marijuana comes from the earth.
420, smoke one for me if you didn't already.
But either way, you know, it's like, it just speaks to the level of dysfunction.
Fuck it up.
And so, you know.
Fuck it up.
Okay. But there's a lot of drugs going on in Jersey City. And no stigma. I mean, if you have to do the drugs, still you have to do the work to heal from it.
In the words of Marilyn Manson, you do the drugs, don't let the drugs do you.
And in the words of the prophet, Miss Whitney Elizabeth Houston,
crack is whack.
I make too much money to smoke crack. Crack is cheap. Do you know? Do you know?
So she just laced her blunts with coke.
Yeah. When she told Oprah that story, Oprah's eyes went up like this. And how did you do it? Because Oprah used to do coke. We love you, Mama O. But you used to, right? I mean.
Did she?
Yeah. Whitney said, she was really sober too. She's like, stay with me, Oprah. She said, the marijuana and the rock cocaine. And you roll it in.
Well, if she said rock cocaine, then she's still talking about smoking crack.
Well, it's a high quality, she said.
I can't.
Whatever. Whitney was more than her drug addictions.
I can't.
Whitney was more than her drug addictions, just like Prince was more than his painkiller addiction. Okay? I'm just done with everybody tarnishing these black artists' legacies.
Listen, they didn't do no more drugs than the goddamn Grateful Dead.
Exactly.
So what?
Or Amy Winehouse, who we over here like, oh my God, poor Amy.
Janis Joplin or Jim Morrison.
Yeah, it was always like.
Or Jefferson Airplane or Kurt
But we
Cobain.
always talk about them and like, oh, Kurt Cobain, what a tortured soul. I only could have saved him from his cocaine, bitch. Like.
Kurt Cobain was on heroin.
Oh, well,
that's when he died, though.
Well, either way, they always talk about them as victims, and these black artists are just like, they couldn't hack it. Prince couldn't hack being in pain, and Whitney couldn't hack being a superstar. Blah, 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 whatever. They were human. They had an addiction to something. So, all that to say, Jersey City, clean up your addictions. 7 seconds was canceled. 7 seconds, based the story.
I know with Regina King, right?
And Regina King was excellent in that. And
fucking assholes.
That's all I gotta say about
I'm still waiting Netflix for the next season of Dear White People. Don't fucking do it. Don't do it.
I'm waiting for the next season of Orange is the New Black and Grace and Frankie.
Me too, but I just literally binge watched the last season of Grace and Frankie like a couple months ago.
Nobody else, maybe in the sphere of the world, Samuel hasn't watched it yet, but the finale for Jane the Virgin, season 4, was some bullshit!
Don't fucking talk about it, Liam. I haven't seen it yet!
We're giving a shout out to Shonda Rhimes, the closing of one of the greatest shows on ABC. Scandal happened last weekend on Thursday. And shout out to you, Shonda, for making black women heroes and for bringing them
and
to
mistress.
You could be a hero and a mistress. Hey, it's just the fullness of being a human being. She still ran the world. At the end, there's a portrait of Olivia Pope and 2 young black girls. One of them is Shonda's daughter. They're looking at a portrait of a black woman as president, or maybe not. Shonda wants you to make your own conclusion.
Olivia eventually runs for president?
I think that's what she's alluding to, which would be everything.
They just really push her for this Michelle Obama 20.
Really, that's what it is. Also, shout out to me.
Shout out to you.
Because I played the guitar for the first time.
And sang at the same time.
Girl.
High five.
I didn't even know. I was practicing. I thought it was going to be all right. And then I got to the stage and I was like, I have to actually do this in front of people.
Did you mess up?
I didn't, but my guitar was really sharp because I hadn't restrung my guitar in like 7 months. You're supposed to restring it every 3 to 4 weeks or at least every 6 months.
What is that?
It's mine, but I sounded all right.
He's also very cheap.
I'm not cheap. I just didn't know. I don't want to leave my guitar somewhere for like more than a day. But yeah, shout out to us for doing brave shit every day. And I just want to let you know that I am the Butterfly album.
And I guess I am... Wait. I don't know. Daydream.
And together we are
Mariah Carey. Hey.
Yeah.
Sie komponiert gute Songs und ist eine exzellente Sängerin. Außerdem ist sie eine sehr süße Person.
Und was ist mit J-Lo?
Die kenne ich nicht.
Ups.
That's not even what I...
There's no feud. There's nothing going on there then.
I don't know the woman. You know, there were things in the past that are from the past, and I think that was more confusion, courtesy of a record company issue.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know,
What do you think about people still referencing I don't know her all these years later?
I still don't know her. Such a big deal out of it.
But do you know each other?
No!
No.